afternoon broadcast. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Howard is out there with Smith, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Harden. Good! Harden's got the opening field goal of the game for the Rockets.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on a string.
Oklahoma City on D. Screen by Smith. The tray. Harden's shot is off.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Man showing some terrific range. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Ibaka against Harden. And the rejection by Ibaka. Adams outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Here's Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Outside Westbrook. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Beverly the pass to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. Westbrook with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Outside Durant, outside Westbrook. This one for 3. That's good. Westbrook's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Thunder.
You know, everybody knows that the Thunder are a good offensive team, but the reason why is they have such balance offensively. They can put the ball in the basket a number of different ways from a number of different spots.
Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Good on the shot.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
You know, the Thunder don't leave points on the table, as you mentioned. They can drive, knock down jumpers and 3s, and they know how to get to the line as well. Very well-rounded offense.
Westbrook with the steal. There's the dish to Durant. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Rockets trail by 8. Clark, one area the Thunder feel they could probably expand in is little post scoring.
Yeah, back to the basket play. But even if they did add that to their game, I don't know if it makes a significant difference because they're so good in transition. They can get to the free throw line with the way they attack. They've got late game, late clock shot makers in Westbrook and Durant. So I don't know if low post scoring will significantly enhance what they do offensively. They've worked hard in creating great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. Beverly dishes to Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, Dwight Howard had started 6 straight All-Star games until last season. The new balloting system with 2 backcourt players and 3 frontcourt players resulted in Blake Griffin and Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Howard felt slighted. He thinks that centers are kind of getting the short end of the stick here.
And you remember Howard last season created a mock commercial asking people to save the centers.
Yeah, you know, as usual, Dwight Howard finding a way to have fun with it in bizarre fashion. That's part of who he is. But I think the underlying issue is a true one. The age of the lumbering pivot man in the NBA seems to be slowly going towards extinction.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Houston with a big group substitution here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Howard. Montiunas comes in for Smith. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Augustine following the score by Houston. For three, Durant, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Now here's Terry. Harden left side. Dishes it to Montiunas. That one goes. Count it.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 17-7 run. And Augustine kicks to Waiters. That three off the mark. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Terry and Durant with the block. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Brewer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Here's Waiters. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jones sets the pick for Terry. On the wing, Brewer. Puts it up from 15. No luck. Oklahoma City leading by 8. And here is Durant. He has 6. Drills it from outside. Durant's got 9.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Here's Augustine. The shot no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome, Thunder guys. What stands out to you so far?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
International combo up front with Ibaka and Adams. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morrow in at the small forward position. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Rockets trail by 12.
You know, there's always a little hesitation with newly formed, star-loaded teams. And you wondered if the Rockets would click early last year. They did, and ended up with the 4 seed out west.
Now here's Westbrook. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Shoots a 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line. Well, there is a reason they call it Loud City. Oklahoma City, voted by NBA GMs as having the best home court advantage in the NBA. The fans are on top of you and engaged from start to finish.
Now here's Adams. Here's Roberson. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Roberson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the Thunder moving to OKC 6 seasons ago. It's really become town rallying cry for an entire community.
Houston making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Now Clark chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, Dwight Howard certainly excited to be in Houston. He said, having guys like Hakeem and Kevin McHale on my side, I can't lose. They're going to really stay on top of me, and that's what I want. Olajuwon said, I'm like a kid in a candy store. He has the power. Now we're adding finesse to that power. A scary thought, Kevin.
He could be unstoppable, Doris. Thanks. Rockets trail by 16. And for these Oklahoma City fans, Clark, they've certainly had it good. A team that's made the playoffs in all but their first season. Superstar talent as well.
Yeah, you go back to that inaugural season, Kevin, in OKC, 23 wins. They've been a powerhouse ever since, and the fans now expect this team to not only contend, but to eventually bring home an NBA title.
Well, Dwight Howard, one of the more criticized stars over the past few seasons. He says he's motivated by his critics, and he's had more than a few. Howard playing with a chip on his shoulder. He feels he has a lot to prove.
And that one's good. Beverly. The Thunder leading by 13. Right side Westbrook. Stolen by Beverly. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
It's deflected. Howard with the steal. And there's the call on Anthony Morrow. That's his first foul. Durant's checked in for Roberson.
Second team foul. Coming on the floor for your Thunder, Kevin Durant.
And Prigioni kicks to Howard. The 9-foot shot. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. At one point they led by 16. Westbrook double team. Pass to Ibaka. Left side Durant. Back to Ibaka. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And the Thunder lead by 13.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Beverly the pass to Ariza. The pass to Howard. Drills the baseline jumper.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 14. Pass to Durant. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Now a feed to Westbrook. He kicks it to Adams. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. And
well, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starters.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Houston also making some changes. Moniunas is checked in for Smith. Harden comes in for Pablo Prigioni. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. As you said, Clark, Rockets did well against the rest of the conference and really didn't have a deep rotation.
Usually that can catch up to a team, but the Rockets starters were able to stay healthy and log big minutes last year, and that's why they nabbed that 4th seed in the West. You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they did the list.
Jones checked in for Dwight Howard. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He told them to be looking to attack in the open floor. He doesn't want them getting slowed down in half-court sets. He wants the fast break to be a major weapon. The next message he had for them was to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
And thank you, Doris. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Here's Kanter. No good off the front iron.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Harden. Terry outside. He feeds it to Brewer. He dishes it to Moniunas. Here is Brewer. It's Harden with the drive. That is good. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Augustine from outside. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Thunder. They lead by 13.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Smith out there with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. Nice shot by Smith.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Josh Smith does an awful lot of good things on the floor. As a matter of fact, he's one of the really high-quality stat sheet stuffers in the NBA. But one of the things he doesn't do quite well is shoot three-pointers. And yet he continues to insist that that be a big part of his game.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Feeds to Robertson. Passes to Durant. Fires the three. They get it back. Adams dishes to Robertson. Kicks to Durant. From outside the arc. That's good. Durant's got 15.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Rockets trail by 15.
They work hard out there. Go on, show your appreciation for that.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's a reason. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Westbrook kicks to Durant. From deep three-point range, Durant with another miss.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Harden, here's Ariza, and Durant with the block. Inside, it's tipped. Adams, the pass to Durant. Robertson dishes to Ibaka. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Everyone likes to think of the Thunder as an offensive team, but they protect the rim as well as anybody in the league.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Ariza.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Durant kicks to Robertson. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That's good. Westbrook's got 20 points.
Well, they do have great shot blockers to protect the rim, and that's always a valuable asset. But the Thunder also are pretty dedicated to not giving up easy baskets.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Thunder know how to contest shots, and Steve, close out guys, as you said.
Well, they were second in block shots last year, but to get to that spot, you have to get in a shooter's face, and the Thunder don't get enough credit for doing that as a team.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Howard.
One thing with the Rockets that makes them so explosive is just how efficient they are in transition. They rarely miss out on an opportunity when they have a chance to put the defense on its heels.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor comes in for Steven Adams, and Anthony Morrow subbed in for Robertson. Here's Morrow, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Westbrook. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Thunder lead by 12.
And you know, with the Rockets, it isn't that they're getting layups. It seems more often than not they're getting and one plays on their fast breaks, and that's an extra bonus there.
It's Harden with the drive, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
For 3, Westbrook. The shot is off. And the Rockets take it the other way. Rockets knew how to convert fast break chances, as you said, Steve. It's a big part of their game.
Well, they're a terrific ball handling team top to bottom. That allows them to get anyone the ball in transition and just fill lanes. It makes converting those fast breaks a lot easier. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Here's Morrow. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from James Harden.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And there's Terry after Dion Waiters getting his 3 to go. Kicks it out to Terry. The 3 from Harden. Augustine grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Here's Brewer. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
And he gets it to go.
Seems to me as though they've kicked it into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now. Everybody's touching it, and everybody's ready to pass and catch and shoot.
Augustine dishes to Morrow. It could go. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Thunder lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
Nick Collison out there with Adams. Then there's Roberson. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Waiters in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Brewer.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to be open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Here's Roberson. And Augustine kicks to Waiters. Goes up the baseline, and Collison gets it to go on the assist by Waiters.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Rockets trail by 5. Terry the pass to Harden. Left side Jones. Back to Harden. Dishes to Jones. Can't cash in the runner.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Now here's Waiters. Pass to Augustine. The feed now to Adams. The shot no good. And Houston the other way now.
Overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Terry against Augustine. Waiters dishes to Roberson. The pass to Augustine. Here's Adams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi guard ever drafted in the first round.
And Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Collison. Durant comes in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Houston with a big group substitution here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Smith comes in for Monty Eunice. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Corey Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And one thing I like about Adams, and maybe it's the rugby background, he plays with so much aggression, but always keeps an even keel. He's the one who sort of initiates contact and he becomes an irritant with his opponent. but he never retaliates, and that's real toughness.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Durant for three, and he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Boy, you look at Steven Adams, he's got an impressive frame. You forget that he's only 21 years old. So he's got room to grow and to get stronger, both when you consider skill development and his physicality. He could really be one of the most imposing big men in the league for a long time going forward.
Now here is Ibaka. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Fires it up. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From 7. Pass to Beverly. Harden dishes to Beverly. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Roberson, guarded by Harden. Ibaka goes in. Josh Smith pulls it in.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. His advice, clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 7. 1:58 left to play here in the 4th. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Harden. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
What a performance for Harden here. He's got 21 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
To the inside. They get a hand on it. Offensive rebound. Howard can't hit.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Another miss by Westbrook. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now here's Beverly. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Beverly. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Westbrook. Ibaka in the post. Covered by Smith for 3. Again, Durant missing. A lot is on the line here.
How about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Here's Howard. Harden the pass to Smith. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option.
Both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-pointer.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've got 2 options here. They can go for the 3 and the tie, or the quick 2 and the foul.
I like the idea of going for the quick 2. Take it to the rim, and that wouldn't be a bad way to approach this situation.
For 3, Westbrook. Bullseye!
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Takes the three. Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Durant for three. The three won't fall. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. We'll get... Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Houston. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Smith. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Oklahoma City shooting around 40% from the floor here. Cantor kicks to Westbrook. Durant with it. Now Smith defending. Durant. That's good.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Harden against Ibaka. Howard dishes to Harden. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. 6 on the shot clock to take the lead. Count that one.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played. There's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Oh, they give it up and then get it right back. The lead. 2 triples back-to-back and the momentum swinging like crazy.
And the fans going crazy too, Steve. They couldn't have asked for anything better than this.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. Houston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Gotta love this team's grit. After trailing early, they have fought all their way back here.
You know, they could have gotten down on themselves when they were down earlier, but I like the fact they never gave up, guys.
Ibaka, the pass to Durant. And Roberson kicks to Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And my goodness, that one got him going.
Did it ever? They're on cloud 9.
What an atmosphere here. This is incredible.
Harden makes it off the glass. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
From beyond the arc. And it's Westbrook missing. Rockets have gone a perfect 4 for 4 on their field goal attempts in overtime.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Oklahoma City's gotten only 1 of their first 4 attempts from three-point range to fall here in overtime. Here's Roberson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. For Houston, they've gotten locked in overtime. They have yet to miss a shot. A perfect 5 for 5. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Beverly with the ball. Back to Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
For 3, Westbrook. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Rockets have gotten absolutely red out in overtime. They have yet to miss a shot. They are 6 for 6. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the strike. They have a 2-possession lead now.
For three. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Tries a three. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, no better time to catch fire from three-point range than in OT. He's hitting those triples over and over again.
3 minutes gone now here in overtime. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. An impressive victory in